Today's question comes straight from one of you, and it's a good one. Nicole, how the heck do I sit the sliding stop without bracing or getting thrown forward? If you have ever stiffened up, gripped with your knees, or gotten left behind in a stop, you're not broken. You're just having a very human nervous system response. And today, we're going to unpack exactly what's happening in your body and how to train yourself to sit deep, stay soft, and actually enjoy the slide. Let's get into it.
Welcome to the Resilient Rainer, the premier podcast focused on mental performance for equestrians and improved horse show performance. Whether you're a rookie reiner or a seasoned competitor, this show is for riders who want to take their skills to the next level and achieve their full potential in the show ring. I'm Nicole Burnett, and I'm a master mindset coach who's obsessed with helping you achieve all those horse dreams you always thought were impossible. Join me each week to develop a show-ready mindset and gain the competitive edge you need to compete with confidence.
Hey Cowboy, welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Nicole Burnett. Today we're answering a question that I get all the time, and if you've ever felt like a ragdoll flying into a sliding stop, or maybe just a sack of potatoes, this one's for you. So here's what a listener asked me. And if you ever have a question like this, I will encourage you, shoot me a DM. That's where this, one came from. I finally thought, okay, I'm getting DMs about it. I'm going to make a podcast episode on it. So if you have a question, shoot me a DM. I might make a podcast about it. Now, she asked me, Nicole, how the heck do I sit the sliding stop without bracing or getting thrown off? I feel like I freeze up every time and I just can't stay with my horse. And I knew I could help her. I have seen multiple riders of mine who I've worked with, and they go from minusing their stops to plussing them through the mental work that we've done. And to put that in context, if you go from a minus half to a plus half, and then there's 3 stops, you've just added 3 points to your rating score like that. So let's keep going. And I've seen that happen with my riders more than once. Now, so first of all, yes, you are so not alone with this. And I want to break it down today. What is actually happening in your body and why your brain is reacting the way it is, and how you can train yourself to sit deeper, soften your seat, and actually ride that stop like the confident baddie rider you want to be. Okay, sound good? So let's start with the obvious. What is going on here? Now, yes, there is technique involved in sitting a sliding stop, but it's not the full story, because the thing no one tells you is this. You can know the mechanics. You can know where to put your hand. You can know what to do with your feet, and your body will still betray you if your nervous system is in fight or flight. You might have had your trainer say something like, sit back on your pocket, let your hips follow. But when your nervous system says, nope on a rope, danger ahead, you lock up. You grip with your thighs, your hands get tense, your shoulder, you're walking around like lurch, all right? Your breath just disappears, and boom, you get thrown forward, you get thrown back, you're off balance. And it's not because you don't know what to do. It's because your system doesn't feel safe letting go. So I'm going to do a little bit of a technical breakdown for you. And I'm going to say this clearly. Sitting a sliding stop is not about being stronger. It's about being softer on purpose. And here's the big thing here, guys. I'm doing jazz hands. Softness requires safety. All right? This is a very important point. Softness requires safety. Because here's what's happening. When your brain doesn't trust the situation, when it thinks, this is fast, this is powerful, this is unpredictable, this is unsafe, your body's first instinct is to brace. That is just your survival wiring doing its job. All right? It's not wrong. It just hasn't been updated yet. So instead of following your horse, you fight the movement. And instead of riding the stop like a partner, you're stuck in defense mode. And defense mode does not sit the stop well. All right? Let me just summarize that again, because there's a lot that I just said in the last minute. So mechanically, sitting the stop well is about softness, not strength. We are not muscling our horse and dragging him into the dirt here. It's not what we're doing. You're not muscling your way through it. You are staying deep in your seat. You're letting your pelvis follow the motion. You're trusting your body to move with your horse. But none of that matters if your nervous system is in fight or flight. None of it matters. All right? And of course, inside the mental gym for equestrians, we go deep into how to regulate your nervous system and how do we do that as a rider, because we all know that when you're in the saddle, you need some different tools than a lot of people are prepared to support you with. So we go deep into all of that inside the mental gym for equestrians so that you can create that safety and then go to your saddle and ride with softness, ride like a pro. All right. Now I'm going to give you a super practical breakdown for how you can train it. All right. So let me give you a few simple steps. 1, before you ride, start regulating before you ever swing a leg over into the saddle. All right. And so this is when we use things like the power of your breath to help regulate your system. All right. We can also do things like build mental anchors, which are shortcuts to calm. All right. Now, 2, during your ride, as you are preparing for the stop, keep your focus narrow. So here's what I tell my clients. We're not thinking about the whole pattern. We're not even thinking about the whole maneuver, right? Because we've got the rundown, the stop, the rollback, we're not even going to think about all of that. We're going to think about 100% present moment focus. All right? I am obsessed with present moment focus and what it will do for your riding. And so as you're coming into your stop, your brain will probably start screaming something like, we're gonna die, we're gonna die. And you can remind your brain, thanks brain, I've done this, we've got this, breathe and ride forward, okay? So 100% present moment focus and be prepared to talk back to your inner, freak out, all right? 3, after your ride, don't skip this, all right? Awareness. We need to log what happened. We need data. So think about what happened and did you hold your breath? Did your seat follow? Did you freeze up? Where were you freezing? Where did you soften? And this reflection creates awareness. And that awareness is what makes the next step better. All right? Now, listen up, rider. Your horse doesn't need you to be perfect. You might feel like you need you to be perfect. I have a lot of clients that struggle with perfectionism, but your horse just needs you to be present. Okay? Present. They need a partner who can soften when the pressure's on. That when the pressure's on, they're not like choking the life out of your poor little horse, okay? That's what we're training for. You don't need to white knuckle your way through a sliding stop. You need to lead it, absolutely, with clarity, softness, confidence. And that starts way before the stop ever happens. And I've seen this over and over in the clients I work with, especially inside the mental gym, and then my one-on-one clients where, again, safety allows for softness. And to feel safe, that comes back to nervous system regulation every single time. And that's exactly what I teach you to do and how to do it as a rider inside the mental gym for equestrians so that you can go out there and ride like a pro. All right. Now, if this episode hit home, if you are bracing, spiraling, getting thrown off rhythm in your riding, again, this is exactly the kind of thing we do inside the mental gym for equestrians. It's not just mindset, it's nervous system training for real riders in real situations. You'll learn how to stay grounded in the saddle, reset quickly after a spiral, and show up like the calm, confident rider your horse needs. So head to mentalgymforequestrians.com or check the link in the show notes to check it out. You don't need to fix everything overnight. Just remember that. You just need to start training your system like you train your horse. And I would love to help you do that inside the mental gym for equestrians. Until next time, ride with intention, lead with softness, and remember, you're always one breath away from a better ride. See you soon.